last stop is to Palm Beach, Florida, where this homeowner wanted to welcome his visitors with a $1 million entryway.
We are at Acqua Liana, the world's largest and most opulent certified green home. Acqua Liana is set upon 1.6 ocean to intercoastal acres. You can take a private stroll on your private beach out your front door and dock a boat up to 120 feet at your back door. Before we tour, we got to start at the door, right? This is a 1,200-pound door. Why so heavy? Bamboo, shouldn't weigh that much. Inside is enough steel to build about a third of a car. Costs $60,000. And what's a trademark of ours, since we built a few houses, is this door within a door. It's functional, it's architectural, it's conversational, it's beautiful, which leads us to the most beautiful room in the house. I think the best thing about Acqua Liana is the foyer. That room that you walk into once you walk through that 12-foot tall door and just experience sensory overload. You can see when you first walk in, we've got a beautiful view of the Atlantic Ocean. 24-foot tall floor to ceiling window walls. Now that's no average floor, is it? This is a first ever 1 in a million water floors. That's right, beneath my feet are 18 inches of crystal clear water. Beneath the water, I can show you here, these are hand-painted tiles in a Monet-inspired lotus garden motif. I want to heighten the experience that you have with your 5 senses to the state of subliminal euphoria, so that you become intoxicated with sight, sound, smell, touch, and yes, even taste. The inspiration behind the foyer, it really can be found in the name Acqua Liana, which translates to water flower. So, water walls, water floor, 2.5 inches thick of glass. We've had 55 people standing on that floor during a fundraiser at one point. That's over 10,000 pounds. So in addition to the beautiful painting on the floor, we've got these unique bubble runs that carry bubbles from the front door all the way to the end of the water floor. So a lot of folks are busy looking down when they come in the front door at the beautiful water and the design on the floor. What about as our eyes come up and we have our attention taken away from the ocean by this beautiful hand-blown glass chandelier? 672 pieces of hand-blown glass, $220,000 that chandelier cost us. A couple other interesting features of the room are behind me. This staircase, all glass with bamboo treads. This staircase alone was $190,000. Why? Because I didn't want any supports visible. So this in and of itself is a magnificent work of art. At night with the lights hitting this, the LEDs, the water dripping, stunning. We converted the window walls to, with the touch of a button, to water walls. That way at night with the LEDs bouncing off of that water as it cascades down, actually changing the color of the water, this space becomes a completely different environment. Very expensive. I mean, to add the glass alone, $80,000. The water feature as it's acting now, the 2 outside curtains, $55,000. But what better, you basically get 2 rooms for the price of 1. When somebody comes home to a house like this, you want to be greeted by your home. And so the minute they walk in that door, stand on this glass water floor, I guarantee you their blood pressure drops 20 points. That's the objective of creating a space so beautiful and magnificent as this. A house as large as Acqua Liana, over 15,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, you can't be running around turning on lights. There is a central hub, the home automation system. Every control in this house can be controlled from there. In the foyer alone, the controls, where I've got the foyer LED, where I can change the colors, the bubbler, indoor pool circulation, the chandelier that you see behind you, with the touch of a button, turns from a beautiful chandelier into a water feature. You notice the colors we chose matches the ocean, and it also could match the color of ice. So it gives that illusion that this thing is dripping into the water floor. The last button we haven't hit yet, one of my favorite ones, is the Mister button. And I want you to see what happens within 30 seconds. Ready? That mist will reflect the color of the LEDs, and that mist will then, with the inertia of the water, cascade down that water wall. It'll hit the water floor and start to billow back towards us, cooling the room down, adding a little bit of humidity, and just a really fun party scene. Not only this space, every space in the house is controlled from here. You just got to take a wild guess of how much something this would cost. $320,000. And that's not in our $1 million figure for this space. Why spend this kind of money, and why put on this kind of show in the foyer? This is the first place I'm going to come at night. This is the first place my guests are going to come. Why not raise the experience they have with those 5 senses? When you add up all the elements that I just shared, we probably have $1.15 million into that space. If I had to sum up the foyer in one word, it would be sensory overload. Hyphenated.